Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish. Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.
There I am. Come on down, everyone. It's FriYay. Who's in the house? Bring it on. Just getting myself ready, running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get everything done. Who's in the house? I'm looking for the girls. Bring it on. Come on, lovelies. Raid the show. Let's bring it on. Here they come. Good job. I'm making myself a little bit of hot milk mix. Getting it done. Hi there, Jackie. Good job. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, if you guys have this, you know, this is my thing. When the show starts, I start. Hi, Rebecca, good to see you. Catherine, I will say yes to 2021. Same with you, Julie. Good to see you. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Hey, I have to tell you, today is the last day. Oops, what did I do with this? Okay. Yep. I think it is. I think I have all this. Yeah, today is the last day, by the way. Are you ready? Today is the last day to get registered, unless you want to do it early in the morning. We've got our, we've got the Creating Your Vibrant 2021 coming up tomorrow morning, early. Can't wait. We got a bunch of stuff going on, and I am delighted to have you here. Appreciate the fact that you guys show up week after week. And I'm working on the lighting in here. I'm working on everything. It looks like probably over here in this area, see if you can see it, you know, like there's 8 million boxes and what have you. But in that area, I'm gonna try to make it studio-esque. What do you think? I've got this really lovely chair that I like and a little side table that's not gonna fit anywhere upstairs. So I thought I would make a little area over here and set up and hopefully doing something that's a little bit nicer looking. Maybe put some curtains up, I don't know. But you can see the lake from here. Can you see that? Did you see it? So excited. Anyway, just sharing with you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this place looking pretty, you know, nice. I want to get some stuff on the walls. I want to make this a place where we can hang out. I mean, this is, you know, might be my office, but come on, you know, it's our place, right? This is our hangout. So tomorrow I will not be here doing a show. Usually it's Soulful Saturday. We changed the quote of the week on that day. None of that's happening. You're gonna have to wait until Monday. However, if you're here tomorrow, you're gonna be all lit up with what we are doing, because I have the best, this is my best conference by far, because it's half conference, half workshop, and we're really gonna get some stuff done. You can find out all about it at savingdinner.com/vibrant. Yes, there's some pre-work to do, but don't let that, you know, don't let that freak you out. It just, you know, you just do it if you can. So check it out. Pull up another tab and go take a peek. See, look at this. Here is our quote of the week. Service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. It is the very purpose of life. I underlined that one. And not something you do in your spare time. Shirley Chisholm said that because this is the life we lead, you know? This is the life we lead. If we are looking for meaning in our lives, if we're looking for passion, if we're looking for having a reason for being, that's what it is. That is exactly what it is. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to love all of the juicy tidbits that are coming out of living a life like that. Because you know what? You don't get shortchanged when you live like that. You don't. Not at all. As a matter of fact, you get lit up when you live like that. Amen? Pinky's up, ladies. I've only got one pinky up because I'm going to show you the quote deck. We've had these flying out the door. Go grab yours. We just ordered some just to see if you would like them, and well, apparently you do. Let me just show you. This is a really good one. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. How appropriate is that for day one of 2021, right? Don't you wish? I want you to start today. I want you to start and get excited about what your life could be. You know, when we focus on the negative, when we focus and put all of that on there, that's what we're saying to our brain. This is important. This negativity is important. That's what we do. And I'm saying, no, let's focus on what it is that we want. Let's create a system to build that up. Let's put goals and planning all around it. That's what we're doing tomorrow. I hope to God you show up, because I'm telling you, without a plan, there's you know, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. That's the whole thing. And I just don't want that for you. I want you to have everything you want, you know? Anyway, this little quote deck, you can find it at savingdinner.com/quote. On the back it says, living life in full bloom, because that's what we do. And you get this little tiny wooden stand that you can put right there on your desk. Joanne's got hers sitting out right now. You know, what we need to do is stop talking about, oh, I just don't have the willpower, I just don't have this, and I just can't do that. We need to set up our environment. Everything needs to light us up. Everything. Check all the boxes, right? You know, you've got a quote in front of you. It's inspiring you. You've got a pantry set up to serve you. You've got people in your life who love you. That's where you're investing your time, your energy, and your everything. That's how you get a different life. We're going to talk about that quite a bit tomorrow. As a matter of fact, all day. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about InflaCrusher. This is what I always recommend instead of taking all of that crap over the counter that's going to damage your liver. I'm talking about Advil, Tylenol, and all the rest of it. We need to be taking stuff that will bring down the inflammation, because that's what causes pain, is inflammation, right? InflaCrusher does that. Wouldn't be without it. And it is a fabulous supplement. Go to savingdinner.com/show to find out about it. Let me just tell you this about it. This is very easy to understand. When you put 4 in your cart, we're going to charge you for 3. In other words, you're getting the 4th one free. How do you like that? And it will ship free. That's what we do with the supplement of the week, so that you get the best possible deal. That's what I have for you for today. And I've got a whole bunch of questions. I got to get to them and pull them all up. You got this. Oh, and also on Monday, we're doing a webinar to explain what our detox program is all about. Our detox program is called the Vibrant Body Detox. It's included in your workshop fee. Did you know that? It's included. You will be added into it. You will get the supplements sent to you. As a matter of fact, tons of them went out yesterday. More of them are going out. You get the guide, you get the whole thing. But you want to understand it? Do you want to understand why the 5 systems that you have in your body need support so that your body can do its thing? That's all you need to do, is show up. Free webinar. I'm going to tell you all about it and how it all works. That's savingdinner.com/restore. Just go grab your seat. Even if you can't make it for Monday night, that doesn't matter. That's cool. We're good with it. What you can do, though, is get your seat so you can watch it at your convenience. Go to savingdinner.com/restore. Don't you love that? It's a good tag. Jenny thought of that one, of course. Of course. Here's to Jenny. Here's to Amber, too. I appreciate everybody showing up. Pray for our Amber. She is moving to Florida this week, and she is right now is on the road driving, so keep her in prayer. Anyway, so we have all of the stuff going on. I've told you about the workshop. I told you about the quote deck, supplement of the week, whatever else. And don't forget, if you have a question, today we answer questions. It doesn't matter what kind of question you have. Nutrition. How do you do your hair, Leanne? I've had that one, and I've done my hair on camera. You know it. I mean, almost nothing's off limit. Almost, I said. Almost, I said. Anyway, if you have a question, nutrition is usually it, or some kind of a supplement question, or cooking even, I will answer it for you right here on Fridays. That's all you have to do is send it in to support@savingdinner.com. Question for Leanne on Friday, right there in the subject line. I will get to it. But don't think you can slip it in on now. No, we've got them right now. Let me go ahead and pull those up. Here it is, here it is. I promise you, I've got it. As soon as my computer decides that it's gonna do it. Here we go. Are you ready? Here they are. All right. Oh, no. Vanessa, I can't get to your questions. It's too late. I'm sorry. I needed to have them earlier. Sorry. I do need, sometimes I need to do a little research to back up the things that I'm saying. So I will answer you in a personal email, and we'll save them for next week. Okay? I can't do them spur of the moment. I always like to look at them, think about them, and come to them. Some of them I need to research. Some of them I need to make sure that what I'm saying is right on the money. I can't just scoot them all in. So I apologize to you right now, Vanessa, but listen, I will tell you this. I will get your questions answered, and I will also answer them next Friday, because I really believe the things that you're asking are really great. Kristen's asking, where do the questions go? Send them in an email to support@savingdinner.com. Then in your subject line on the email, say question for Leanne on Friday. That way it gets added to the queue. Okay, we collect them all week, and then here they are, and this is exactly what I'm doing. So the first one is from our friend Carol, and she said, good protein is very important. What proteins do you recommend for us to bolster our bodily functions and immune systems? Well, listen, every cell of the body requires protein. Every cell of your body requires protein. So what we need to do is make sure that we're getting good quality protein. What is good quality protein? Well, a favorite one would be, sorry about the reflection on my glasses, a favorite one would be something along the lines of, I love wild salmon, because you've got a good healthy fat in there in the form of omega-3 fatty acids. You also have obviously good protein. You obviously have something that's quite easy to digest. Fish is a lot easier to digest than, say, steak. So that kind of a thing. If you're going to do any kind of beef or pork or whatever, let's always look for something that is raised humanely, not only for the animals, but for our environment and our planet, and also for our bodies, because our bodies don't recognize a lot of the crap that they do when they are doing certain kinds of animal husbandry. That's really kind of cruel. And I think, you know, it's kind of bouncing back, because I was watching a thing on television talking about these zoonic plagues, basically zoonic, not bubonic, but zoonic, meaning crossing from animals into people. And one of the problems is the way that we are raising our animals. So we have to be taking a look at that, and we have to be ready to scrap and redo things. So there you go. On that, pastured pork, great. You know, again, it's not your normal stuff all those animals into a cage, stress them out, feed them crap that they don't usually eat, and feed them full of hormones, and inject them with antibiotics and all of that. So that's when we want to make sure that we're eating clean. Same with beef, grass-fed beef. This is how cows are meant to eat. Grass. That's what they don't eat grain, they eat grass. And when they do that, their bodies produce different stuff that absolutely helps us instead of hurts us. Okay, so keep up with that. The other thing is that, you know, chicken, pastured chicken again, eggs, of course, all kinds of proteins. And in the non-meat department, you can do a combination of grains and legumes or beans, and that will make a full protein. You can add soy. Soy is a funny thing. I don't recommend a whole lot of it, but if you do eat soy, go organic. Okay, make sure you're going with organic soy. All right. The other question she said is, how often should we be eating these good proteins? And what would be the amount daily? Well, the amount daily is about 50 to 60 grams a day, which is basically just little under 2 ounces. That's the recommended daily that you need in order to bodily function. I tell women that what you need is anywhere from a day 4 to 8 ounces, depending on the size of woman that you are, and depending on what your kind of fitness level, etc. There's a lot of things that go into it. As we get older, we need more protein. Remember, the protein is used for every single function cellular function in your body. So if we're feeding ourselves, we're also feeding ourselves. There you go. Always think granularly. Always think down to the very level and the very core level of how your body works. So there you go. Kristen just said, you are what you eat. You are what you eat, and what you eat ate, right? So you take it a step further. Because if what you're eating has eaten a bunch of garbage, you're going to get the garbage in between. You're going to get the residuals and the byproducts of what you ate. So that's why we want to do that. And we want to support, local farmers. We want to support people who are doing things the right way. There you go. All right. So, and the other thing I would say, there's no magic number. It's your number. This is why I am so adamant about not one size fitting all. Everybody needs to look at their diet from the place of customization. How can I make this work for me? That's what it's all about. How can you make it work for them, for yourself? So keep that in mind. And you say, well, you know what? 4 to 6 ounces just isn't enough. I don't feel that good. If you're starting to feel energetic, remember that our mitochondria is fed basically with chlorophyll and magnesium. And we get that in green leafy vegetables. And when our mitochondria, which are the power plants for every single cell, are fed and happy, and they've got the protein that they need to keep the machinery going, you're going to be feeling it. Listen, if your mitochondria is sluggish, so are you. You know what that feels like. An overdose of sugar, an overdose of carbs, whatever. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. And I want you to feel good. I want you to feel like a new woman. I want you to feel like, hey, I've got the energy that I need to get me through the day, and then some. And, I'm really tired of the excuse, well, I'm just getting older. No, you're not. Yes, you are. You might be getting older. And chronologically, ages go up. But, I've seen 35-year-olds have the energy of a 90-year-old, and I've seen 90-year-olds who are busting a move. It's how you expend your energy, and it's what you put into the system, garbage in, garbage out. It's how you move your body. It's how you hydrate. It's how you sleep. It's what you think about. All these things come into play. But at the granular level, we've got to be looking at how do we feed ourselves. Okay? All right, next up is Patricia. She says, Merry Christmas. What do you think about bee pollen and propolis? Okay, so bee pollen and propolis are two things. We all know what pollen is, right? We all know what pollen is. Highly recommend pollen, taking bee pollen, or even getting a raw honey, which has pollen and a little propolis and everything in it, local, to help with allergies. Now, anecdotal, sure, but can I just tell you, it works. For me, I will just tell you from personal experience, when I first moved to Charlotte, North Carolina from Southern California, I was sick. I was sick for the first 2 summers, and as a matter of fact, so sick that I got bronchitis, I got sinus infections, laid up sick from allergies, from seasonal allergies. Just, it wore me the heck out. When I had somebody contacted me and said, hey, you really need to try this local honey. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. Here's the local shtick. Made all the difference in the world. I went to the farmer's market. I got the local honey. I got it. It was raw, and and raw honey has all the things in it. It sort of like vaccinates you against what's going on and what's local in your area. So give that a try. Now, propolis is basic. Propolis, I think that's how you say it, is like the resin or the glue that holds the whole hive together, and that has more antioxidants, more antibacterial properties, antiviral properties. As a matter of fact, there's a honey called Manuka, which is quite expensive, but has even more. It's like, puts local honey on steroids, and it comes from the Manuka tree. Who knew, right? I have no idea where Manuka trees are, but I can tell you that much. But this is the stuff I would recommend if somebody were seriously ill with, like a flu or something like that. I would be putting Manuka honey in their green tea, in their wise women's tea. Definitely do that. Just makes a big difference. So yes, good stuff. But again, we need to be looking at things from a whole perspective. It's not just this one thing that's going to come in and save the day. It's all the things. It's all the things. And honestly, you can't out honey or out bee propolis or bee pollen a good diet. It just doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, a poor diet. It just doesn't work that way. We have to start with the basics. When we start with the basics and start building from there, that's when we start to get some action in really seeing this stuff work. A good diet is, taking sugar out of your diet is key and absolutely foundational bedrock stuff that we all have to do, because sugar will light you up and inflame you and take you down, create a chronic condition that you don't want. We can't do that. We can't be fast and loose with how we're eating. Okay, we have to get into that place of really honoring our bodies by eating honorable food, not the garbage. Not the garbage. You're worth more than that. All right, Beth says, help, I can't access the classic Christmas mailer. I already have the food, but when I went back to print it, I couldn't. Can you send it to me? Okay, so the only reason I'm reading this is because it doesn't belong here. And I just want to ask you to please follow our proper channels for getting customer service help. That's at support@savingdinner.com. I've had Facebook personal messages. We've had Facebook messages in Saving Dinner. Jenny's gotten them, even Amber, and we've all gotten them from different areas. I promise you, we're really good at answering our customer service. We've taken pride in our customer service for 20 years. If you use support@savingdinner.com, we're going to get back to you just as soon as possible. So do use that. We are not on call 24/7. We will do our best to get back with you. But I'm just asking, please use the proper channels. Support@savingdinner.com. Put it in your dress book, green light it, white list it, whatever it is that you need to do. We're there for you. We really take great pride in serving our customers and doing the right thing for you, but we can't do it if we don't see it. And this is obviously, this was on the 23rd. I'm now seeing it right now. So see how that works? All right, here's Karen. Karen says, how much bone broth should one have each day? I've got a question for you, Karen. How much do you want? I will tell you, I think bone broth is one of the most incredible things that a person can have, especially when you're really, you're thinking, you're trying to get out of the snacking habit, you're trying to get your appetite under control. A cup of bone broth will bring you to the place of mindfulness, right? We call it the mindful mug. A cup of bone broth will take things down and take away the edge. A cup of bone broth will warm your soul and make you think, this is so good. And remember, what is bone broth really? I mean, it's all those minerals that come out of the bones. It has tons of collagen in it, and it supports your whole entire body. Remember, collagen is a constructive, structural protein that helps every single thing. It helps your skin, it helps your bones, it helps your tendons. It is a structural protein, so it gets in there. So as you're drinking that, you're feeding that. And most of us, 95% of us as a matter of fact, are collagen deficient. Why are we collagen deficient? Simply because we don't eat like our grandparents used to eat. You remember sitting at the table maybe with your grandparents or whatever, and they'd crack open a bone and suck out the marrow, and you'd just be like, oh, that's so disgusting. Or they'd crunch down on the cartilage, and you'll say, what is that crunchy thing you're eating? And they're eating cartilage or whatever. I remember Terry Walls. I've told you about my friend Terry Walls, and she's the one who introduced me to bone broth all these years and years ago. And we're eating, she's staying at my house, and we're eating at my table, and she's doing that same thing, crunching open and eating, cartilage, like the drumstick, crunched, sucked it in, and then ate the cartilage and all of this. And I'm like, Terry, oh God, because she sees me like, basically dissecting all of mine. And she says, this is where you get all of your collagen. This is where it all ends up. So we go to the store, and what do we buy? Boneless, skinless chicken breasts. That's where most people do it. And when we do all of that, we're basically neglecting all that collagen. So this is how we put it back in, with this good bone broth, with perfect paleo protein. And we have a collagen challenge coming up, I believe. I don't know, I think it's the end of January coming up. We have constant challenges. We want to keep you up and motivated and going through different things. And it all makes such a difference, y'all. It makes a huge difference. This is the needle mover. This is the thing that causes you to feel better, makes your knees feel better, makes your hips feel better, joints, everything responds. Your skin, your hair, your nails, fabulous. You will feel like $1 million. Rebecca said, hard to find the chicken with the skin. I always do. I buy whole chickens. That's the way to do it. And then you get lots of bones to go with it. Fantastic stuff. Goodness, all right, let's see what else we have here. Next question is from Jennifer. What matcha tea do you recommend? I recommend anything that is organic. Let me just tell you something. There's a little secret out there. And this is one of the reasons that I always do, I do my homework on these things. Most of the stuff comes from like one distributor. So when you're getting organic matcha tea, this guy over here gets it, this guy over here gets it, this guy over here gets it, this guy over here gets it. How do they blend it? How does it look? I would go onto Amazon and do an organic matcha tea search and see which one has the best price and the best reviews. And that's what I would go with. I bought one a while ago, and keep it in the fridge, by the way. It stays fresher longer. And just use a little bit, otherwise it can be really bitter, because they take the actual leaves and powder them. They powder them, and so when you put them in, it's just a whole different thing. This is green tea on steroids, and antioxidant, antimicrobial, all the things, supports weight loss, incredible stuff. I love matcha tea. It's one of the reasons why we throw it into our Target Trifecta smoothies that we're doing. As a matter of fact, by the way, don't forget, we start on Monday. Start on Monday with the sprint. You can find out more about that and see the webinar on how to do it. It's free. SavingDinner.com/sprint. Go take a look at that. This is what will really help you out to understand it. Denise is asking, are the detox recipes keto? What the detox recipe, I have taken this whole concept of keto and toned it down for what is sustainable. Keto in and of itself, in my opinion, from what I have seen, how many women I have coached along the lines, is not sustainable. First of all, there's digestive issues. That much fat, where you've got 70% of your fat, food being fat, is really hard on any kind of most people's digestive systems. Yeah, you can adjust. Yeah, you can do this. But really, what are we trying to do here? What is the purpose of keto? The purpose of keto is to take you out from being a sugar burner to being a fat burner. And if you keep putting fat, a lot of fat into your diet, what are you doing? That's what your body's going to burn through first before it starts to attack your own fat. So the logic isn't there, in my opinion. And so what we do is, we put in the fat. Why do we put in the fat? We put in the fat because we want you to feel satiated. The Target Trifecta does this. You've got protein, because every system, as you know from the first question, every system in your body requires protein. As you're detoxing, by the way, as you are taking care of your body, this is required for building new tissues. You need the protein to build new tissues. Without it, you can't. So all of these things are what come into play. You got the protein, and then you've got your fat. You got to have fat. Fat is what runs your hormone system. Without that, your hormones are going to go bing, bing, boom. Not going to work. We want our hormones functioning, and the whole body runs on hormones. These are the messengers that tell all the systems what to do. It's not just your sex hormones, it's all the hormones. We need those on fire. That's what good fat does. The other thing is it satiates, tastes good, makes everything delicious. And then we're adding in the fiber. We need fiber. Why do we need fiber? We need to move things through, if you know what I'm saying. Definitely. It helps the system, and it helps to clean up and collect the toxins and shove them all through. And there's not only toxins involved that it takes out, but there's also old cholesterol and old stuff, all the old stuff, the old hormones, all the metabolic clutter that's in your body. We digest it. We either sweat it out, breathe it out, pee or poop it out. That's how it leaves your body. Some of it gets collected in our fat, but as we are losing weight and losing fat, that stuff starts to go as well. So the detox recipes are basically hot melt type of recipes. Our hot melt system is built on the idea that we can make keto healthy, take down the fat a little bit, add a little bit more green, a little bit more vegetables, a little more fiber, and keep the protein up. And that's why I'm always saying to you, I want you to test and see how much protein you need, because if you're feeling tired and sluggish, I want you to have that. I want you to have a little bit more protein. Not that much, another ounce and a half, and it might help you feel better. I know I feel better on a little bit more. A few years ago, I felt better on a little bit less. I'm a little bit older now, so I feel a little bit better taking that in. That's how that works. Also, will the detox supplement interfere with me taking estradiol and levothyroxine? No, shouldn't. But again, when we're taking stuff, and I mean, I know I'm talking for me. I don't take estradiol anymore, but I did. I do take a thyroid supplement. Mine is a different thyroid medication, but I would definitely double check with your doctor. Because here's the thing. When we take our thyroid medications, this is for any thyroid medication, we're taking it on an empty stomach, and having nothing in there for at least a half hour, preferably to an hour. That's why I wake up, when I wake up around 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom, there's my thyroid out. I take it then, a glass of water, and boom, go back to bed. And that way it gives my body that much time to do that. Anything will interfere with thyroid medication if you're taking everything at the same time. So keep that in mind. As far as the estradiol, you need to talk to your doctor about that one. Okay, what else? And that is it. And I have all of Vanessa's questions here. Vanessa, next week I will answer them on the air. In the meantime, I will send you a detailed email today with all your questions answered. But I didn't have enough time. I just saw them as I came on, and there's not enough time for me to go through all of it. So that's it. That's what I have for you today. I really appreciate the fact that you show up. And it is Happy New Year. I mean, happy New Year. Are you ready to make a vibrant 2021 happen? If you go to savingdinner.com/vibrant, you're going to see all the details of what is happening. Plus, when you register, we'll send you an email back with all the pre-work to do, with all the goodies, like, the vision boards. We're going to be creating vibrant vision boards in the afternoon. It's going to be so much fun. And you get a whole bunch of stuff that you can print out and use for that. Gather up your magazines, gather up all of your ideas, start thinking about what it is that you want to focus on and have really happen for you in 2021. That's what this is all about. And we are going to rock your world tomorrow. And you're going to rock your own world. I can't wait. So be there or be square. savingdinner.com/vibrant. Today's the day. Don't put this off. You know what? If you got a little niggling going, a little something, I really want to do this, but I'm not sure. Just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. We pinky promise. Everything that we do is 100% guaranteed. If you hated it and thought it was awful, fine, we'll refund your money. But come on, it's time for, Kathy said it, a fresh start for a new year. It's time. You ready to go? Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Show up, coffee in hand, and we will get it started. Can't wait. Peace be with you. Thank you so much for joining me on this first day of 2021. I'll see you tomorrow morning, those of you who are signed up. Those of you who aren't, I'll see you on Monday. Peace be with you. Happy 2021. Yay.